can tell it's laying down.
Don't take it off yet.
All right.
That's the thing to do. Come on in here and get through. A moneymaker and a heartbreaker every step of the way. You're gonna flip. That's right. Watch your lip there. Cause you may sip. All right. Man.
Looks white, don't it?
Come on in.
Girl can fall for him.
What?
Well, I mean, not me. I'm just saying, like, you can see how some girls could, you know, like that Swedish girl.
In other words, you condone that stuff.
It's easy.
Oh, Andrew.
I know.
I just want to make sure I don't end up kissing fucking Nat King Cole over here.
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying, you know, you can see how a girl could. You know, he's got personality.
Oh, of course.
Personality. Mean young boy gets like a personality.
He's very talented. I understand perfectly what you're saying, but you have to watch out sometimes how you say things. You know, people get the wrong impression.
This Molignan here, he can't be Union. He must have an MX missile instead of a cock. He gets up so high. This Molignan here, he can't be Union. He must have an MX missile instead of a cock. He gets up so high.
What I saw was speed out there, but where's the beef, Coach? I saw me some small boys.
We're small.
Well, I think we're going to be okay.
But you should do. You should play Booby Miles defense. Work him both ways.
Well, see, the problem with that is I don't want to get him hurt. You know, we need him to score touchdowns. That's what...
That big nigger ain't going to break. You want to beat Midland Lee, you play him middle linebacker. Break some heads out there. That big nigger ain't going to break. That big nigger ain't going to break.
Reporter from WRC-TV was asking questions about Martin Luther King's birthday and the progress blacks have made in society. There, CBS sports commentator Jimmy the Greek Snyder gave his impressions of blacks in coaching in the National Football League. His answers could raise as much controversy as the statements by former Dodgers executive Al Campanis last April on ABC's Nightline news program.
Yeah, pretty soon they're going to have to equalize it for the blacks, for the Greeks, the Jews, and for everybody. I mean, let's make it equal for everybody, you know.
And is it equal? What about in sports?
Well, they've got everything. If they take over coaching like everybody wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them. The black talent is beautiful. It's great. It's out there. So the only thing left for the whites is a couple coaching jobs.
Yeah, maybe we need to get more black coaches, don't you?
Oh, it's all right with me. Okay, well, I'm sure that they'll take over that pretty soon, too.
WRC was apparently flooded with complaint calls after the Snyder comments were aired. Snyder issued an apology saying he was truly sorry for anything he said. CBS spokesperson said no decision has been made as to whether Snyder will work Sunday's NFL Today broadcast. Snyder is spending the night with Gene Upshaw, the Players Union executive director in Washington, and he has received support calls from Walter Payton and Ahmad Rashad.
could give a shit, right? Okay. Let me just tell you what it is. Phase 1 was the hypnotism. That's how they sedate you. Phase 2 is this. Mental preparation. It's basically a psychological pre-op.
Pre-op?
For phase 3, the transplantation. Well, partial, actually. The piece of your brain connected to your nervous system needs to stay put, keeping those intricate connections intact. So you won't be gone. Not completely. A sliver of you will still be in there somewhere. Limited consciousness. You'll be able to see and hear what your body is doing, but your existence will be as a passenger. An audience. You'll live in
the sunken place.
Now you're in the sunken place.
Huh. White black people.
Who knows? People want to change. Some people want to be stronger, faster, cooler.
Black is in fashion. Huh. White black people.
Who knows?
What happened to this teenage boy walking through this school gym? He's captured here on surveillance camera, then disappears until...
Come to Lowndes High School now. There's a dead body out here.
17-year-old Kendrick Johnson was found upside down in a rolled gym mat last January. Investigators say he was reaching for a shoe, got stuck, and died.
We have found nothing to indicate this was anything other than just a tragic accident.
You could tell he was beaten.
Kendrick's parents believe the story about the shoe is a cover-up, and they question why sheriff's investigators either did not collect or test potential evidence from the scene.
Got some questions about the Kendrick Johnson case.
I'm not going to discuss that with you.
Why not, sir?
Because our case is closed.
Kendrick's body was exhumed. His parents paid for an independent autopsy, and the pathologist found evidence of apparent non-accidental blunt force trauma to the neck. But it's also what the pathologist did not find that shocked the family.
Organs, the heart, lungs, liver, etc., were not with the body.
What was in the place of the organs?
Newspaper.
All I do is think about my child and what happened.
Rose Palmer says it's been torture since April 9th, 2018. Everett Palmer Jr. was on his way from Delaware to Queens to visit family. He stopped off in York, Pennsylvania to take care of an outstanding warrant having to do with a DUI. 2 days later, his family is told he died in police custody. And now, more than a year later, they still don't know how or why he died.
The information that we are receiving in a very piecemeal style tells us that Everett Palmer was tased. It tells us that Everett Palmer was restrained.
I think he was murdered. That's what I think.
The 41-year-old Army veteran died after an incident, quote, following an excited state, and that he hit his head on the cell door and was restrained. His body was returned to his family, but missing the heart, throat, and brain. It's not unusual for organs to be removed and held after autopsies. However, the family has sought to get samples of the organs so their own pathologist can do testing, but has gotten pushback.
Lowe is here now with more on that, Mike.
Ray and Dina, good evening to both of you. You know, it took 3 weeks for them to identify Jelani Day's body, and now the graduate student's family is wondering just how long it will take to unravel this mystery.
Jelani Day was the kind of 25-year-old who would call his mom every day.
I couldn't imagine not talking to him. I haven't talked to my son in 30 days.
But his distraught mother, Carmen Bolden Day, says she's realizing she'll never talk with him again after his body was discovered in the Illinois River. Jelani Day, she says, traveled the world, graduated from Alabama A&M, where he was a member of the track team, and decided to go to grad school at Illinois State University to study speech pathology.
And I sent him 2 hours away to go to grad school. And now I can't talk to him no more.